Hi, this is Kayye. We're here at ISE 2019. I'm going to take you on a booth tour, or actually Holger Gräff, the general manager of EMEA for Vivitek. They're going to take you on a booth tour to see what it's like to be in this joint Vivitek Delta display booth. So you're going to kind of explain the philosophy and kind of where, imagine they're not here at the show and they want to understand what you did here. Obviously we start with a big display behind us.
Yeah, well actually, so welcome to our booth. Behind us is actually a 1.9mm LED wall. As you can see, it's a very nice size. We are at about 165 inch. And with that, of course, we can welcome our customer and give them an idea what Delta and Vivitek is all about. It's about the big picture, basically.
And it all started with projectors. So we're going to head over there to the projector wall, but before we get there, a few years ago you sort of made a big launch into a new market for you, which is touch. And this is an example of, what is this, 85 inch, 86 inch?
98 inch.
98 inch. So this is a 98 inch touchscreen. And this has become really popular, the sort of the whole idea of collaboration in small and medium sized rooms.
Well, actually, Delta indeed started as a company for projectors, but we are expanded above and beyond because there are meeting spaces where today a flat panel is perfectly fine to use, and of course we believe that Vivitek has the right to be in any meeting space with products, and so it was for us quite natural to introduce a range of collaborative touch panels as well, based on our Novo Connect solution, and this range we now have from 65 to 98 inch, what you see here.
And we're going to actually show you all the different sizes. Plus you have two different lines, I would say, of the touch screen, because one's aimed at education, one's aimed at corporate. Right. But before we do that, I want to show, you have a really neat wall here of the sort of the breadth of your projection line. It doesn't cover everything, but it kind of gives you an idea, starting with the the famous Kayye line, which are the most popular, ultra portable, I guess you would say, or sort of play projectors too. Yeah, and the first. And then, of course, going all the way to all your meeting room line.
Right. I mean, for us, of course, the variety of projectors express that we can cover basically all application areas. Because of that, we need to have a range of products that is suitable for target applications of our customer.
Well, let's come on back in here right now and let's talk about, so you have capacitive touch, and then you also have a line aimed more at education or entry level. So let's talk about sort of the philosophy behind having two different lines. Let's start with the capacitive.
Well, actually, I have to start with, it's in the meantime 3 lines, because we basically have the philosophy to have a good, better, best product portfolio. We started with the IR-based collaborative touch panels, and some customers said, you know what, we also would like to have a little higher performance, we would like to have a slightly different design, and we want to step up from here. And capacitive touch is, of course, a very perfect solution for better performance from a touch point of view. And with that, we are now introducing also these capacitive touch panels in 65, 75 inch. So from that point of view, I believe for the higher end market, we have a different proposition. But now, of course, our products are very popular, and schools also would like to accommodate more to the collaborative touch panel side. But budget-wise, it's always a challenge, and so that's why we introduced this range for education-driven applications.
Now remember, all of them have the Novo Connect capability. This has Novo Touch is the model line. So the Novo Connect product and capability is built into the heart of the product, the DNA of the product. So this is capacitive. This is IR. Is this the IR line? Yeah, this is the IR line here behind us. And then we're going to come over here to the education line. What kind of technology are you using, touch technology are you using for the Novo Touch and education products?
Well, actually, we are using here standard IR touch technology, so we have 10 touch points, and actually it's a very good performing technology from that point of view for daily use in education and in office environment. It's quite good.
And of course, now what you've done is launched here at the show, collaborative touch built into, thanks to having the Novo Connect product built into projector. So you have a projector in the ceiling showing it in a meeting room application, and you basically build a Novo Connect product inside of it.
Right. Actually, as I said earlier, we see that there is a demand for larger screen sizes, and we have to say there is no alternative to larger screen sizes than a projector. Right. If you want to be above 100 inch, the projector is still choice number 1. The good thing is that Delta is very advanced advanced in its laser and solid state technology. So we have now here our first multi-chip laser based projector, which enables us to make the projector engine rather small. This is a 4000 ANSI lumen projector, and then we have a built-in Android device that handles our Novo Connect solution. So from that point of view, we basically can combine the best of both worlds and offer the customer additional varieties for their application and solution.
Well, as we walk over here to show the line of large format or large venue, I should say, projector line, I want to also show that the launcher. One of the things that sort of differentiates you is the fact you have a Launcher Plus product here, which is sort of a approach that allows for simplicity for connectivity, and you have both USB and USB-C connectivity with this as well,
actually,
right?
We actually have 3 different devices when I really look at it.
Three different?
3 different devices, because we have our Launcher Plus with a USB-A and a USB-C, because USB-C is a kind of new standard. And then we created a Launcher 1 without any memory, so that means you don't leave any trace. It's impossible to copy any data when you have connected to the USB device. We designed this for mission-critical applications and very safety and security-minded companies or organizations like insurance companies, banks, military applications, and they love it because they have now the possibility to run with our standard Novo Pro, the wireless collaboration, and if they want, they can choose to use our Novo Connect only with the Launcher 1, so that means no one will be able to copy any data. So it's a very, very attractive product at the moment.
Yeah, and that's a big differentiator there because you're not putting anything on the computer. They plug it in, it does the wireless sharing. As soon as you disconnect it, it's completely disconnected and nothing's left on the laptop.
Exactly, and nothing left on the launcher itself, because these devices very often have a memory, of course, because of the software, and this one has no memory. So from that point of view, it's a perfect choice for exactly these safety-minded organizations.
Let's turn to the heart of the DNA of the original founding and launching of Vivitek here at ISE 10 years ago, and it was obviously projector. So we showed your meeting room and portable projectors. Now we're kind of moving up to larger room and large venue projectors.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I think the amount of products we had 10 years ago is probably the same, just in different categories. Yeah. This is our range of solid-state projectors. We have, they are all laser-based, and this one is the one with the multi-chip, the first one, the small one. The larger one is an 8000 ANSI lumen projector, but of course, in the ceiling here, we go up to 21,000 ANSI lumen. We basically can say that today we have for all brightness categories either a bulb or a laser choice, and of course in higher brightness categories laser is the preferred technology to start with.
Yeah, and you go all the way up to how bright in lumens in the output?
Actually, by now we're going up to 21,000 ANSI lumen.
Yeah, so that basically allows you to do any application in large venue all the way down to the smallest Kayye's, or how bright are they? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, 500.
500, yeah, that's pretty amazing. And as I said in our interview earlier today, both my daughters have the little Kayye projectors and they love them. Of course, your digital signage, you launched yourself into the digital signage market in a couple of different ways, both with displays and also with a Novo DS product as well.
Right. So actually, we realized that a lot of customers want to have wireless collaboration without the interactivity. So pretty much when you look at it, it doesn't, it's not anymore a specialized display to start with. It's a standard non-interactive display, but the value add that we can put behind is actually to have the Novo Connect solution, because customers sometimes want in their meeting room a non-interactive display, and then if you add the Novo DS as a signage tool, you basically can turn the display in landscape or portrait, and you have already your signage display as well. So basically you get 2 solutions in one package.
Yeah, and actually when you talk about sort of ad hoc huddle meetings, you literally could have those anywhere. That could literally be on a display that is normally used for digital signage, and all of a sudden you can use it to connect content from your laptop or whatever. But also when we talk about Delta, I mean, here we're on the Delta side of the booth. You have a good application here for a NOC, a Network Operations Center, Command Center. But you're showing also here not only for practical application, but also the breadth of the product line.
Absolutely. Delta Display Solution stands for Professional Video Wall Applications. And the heart of Delta is again the projection engine, and this is a 4K 70-inch laser cube video wall 2x2, as you can see. And we are probably number one in this field when it comes to the technology and the performance overall. Of course, these rear projection cubes have a 60 centimeter depth approximately, and with that it doesn't fit every application, but in mission critical applications you still use rear projection cubes because they are lasting, or they are used between 5 to 10 years, and it's from its price performance point of view, longevity and maintenance point of view still a very good choice. But of course that market segment is more niche segment.
Well, we also wanted to show, you mentioned LED just now, and I want to show the breadth of the LED product line. This is a good place to end our tour here, because with this wall here, you're showing the different options as far as pixel pitch and the different lines that you do have in LED.
Right, especially in LED, you have so many opportunities to utilize four-much display devices. And for example, in big stadiums, the seating distance is so far away that it doesn't matter if you have a very fine pixel resolution. For those applications, we have outdoor displays, for example, with 10 millimeter pixel pitch, but we have also indoor solutions, and then of course for meeting room, boardroom spaces, our fine pitch line from 2.5 to 1.2 millimeter.
And of course 1.2 millimeter, now you're able to put them indoor and you're able to put them into boardrooms and conference room applications. This is a good tour. This was great. I really appreciate you doing this. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for taking us on a tour. Hopefully this gives you an idea what it's like to come to ISE and go through the Vivitek and Delta joint display, and of course to see all the videos. We're going to go around and shoot individual videos on all these products. All you have to do to go to our ISE microsite at ravepubs.com/ISE 2019, type in Vivitek or Delta in the video search window. Thanks for joining us, and I really appreciate doing this, Holger. Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by, Gary.
Thank you, and thanks for watching.